All right, so we have Tom Brady, been in the news, the whole deflating the football thing, right? And I talked about him before in a couple videos back, because I was trying to predict who was going to win the Super Bowl a little bit. I discovered a whole bunch of old stuff and new stuff that I had wrote down or whatever. Anyway, he's 37 years old this year, 37 connected to 88's. Born in 1977. This year is the Super Bowl is Super Bowl 49. So 7 and 7 times 7, 49. Keep that in mind. And just really quick here, he went to the University of Michigan, and it was founded in 1817, but it moved to Ann Arbor, Michigan in 1837. So you got another 37, and it moved there because of this guy, Stevens T. Mason, the governor. He was actually the youngest governor in United States history or whatever. But anyway, he was born in 1811. That's your 88 reference. And he also, his last name's Mason for one. And I mean, he was like literally born into a pretty wealthy or rich family. That he's got tons of famous relatives if you read through here. And it even says something about he was appointed United States Marshal by President James Monroe, who was the 5th president, who died on July 4th. He was one of 3 of the first 5 presidents who all died on July 4th. And a bunch of 50 or 5s and whatnot are connected to that. I made a video a while back. So then you have the coach, Bill Belichick, which is BB or 88. On ESPN here, it was the first article I read about when he came out and did his press conference. You read here and it says, Belichick's 11-minute news conference devoted completely to the controversy. But you scroll down farther here, it says, basically during the 11 minutes, he answered questions from reporters after an opening. I can't even talk. Answering questions from after an opening statement that lasted about 8 minutes. So Belichick repeated multiple times, "I have no explanation for what happened, and I've told you everything I know." So he did an opening statement for 8 minutes. And then the whole thing was 11 minutes long. So they threw an 88 reference in there. Also, there was 11 of the 12 footballs that were used were deflated by 2 PSI. So if 11 of those were deflated by minus 2 of what they're supposed to be, at least 12.5. That means 11 were 10.5. So 10.5 times 11 is 115 and a half, or 55. I think it's a little bit, 115.5, so 1155. Okay, so also what's pretty strange is that the Colts actually said that they had concerns about the Patriots deflating the balls when they played them in the regular season. And they just happened to play them in the regular season during week 11. And the Patriots won 42-20. But look at this. It was the Patriots. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The Patriots' 8th win of the season. In week 11, they beat the Colts. And the Colts had said they had concerns that they were cheating then. And then the game that they actually played and were accused of cheating and this big ordeal happened, just happens to be on January 18th, which is 1-1-8-11-8. You can't make that up. So I looked through some of my old notes, and I wrote this down because Alice, the lady who played Alice on the Brady Bunch, died at age 88 last year, and right around that same time they had an article up, or maybe it wasn't around the same time, but it was somewhere within a few months, I think. But they had an article about Dr. Dre buying Tom Brady's mansion, and they said Tom Brady's wife is Giselle Bundchen. So it said the Brady Bundchen house. That was one of the articles. I didn't find it here, but anyway, Dr. Dre, and here's the article, bought Tom Brady's house last year. And here's the Brady Bunch lady, died age 88 last year. She was born on May 5th, which is 5/5/55. Anyway, so here is Dr. Dre, right? And it's Super Bowl 49 this year. And he just bought Tom Brady's house. And look how old Dr. Dre is. Super Bowl 49. Dr. Dre, 49. Also, February 18th, 49th day of the year. And what do you know Dr. Dre for? He, rap, making beats, NWA mostly. You still don't believe me? This is all made up? NWA, their first studio album was called Straight Outta Compton, 1988. There's your 88. And look when it came out. August 8th, 1988. Or 8888. And then you had Eazy-E who died. He was an NWA. He died of like HIV, or I'm not sure if it was AIDS. Kind of the same thing. But anyway, he was born on September 7th, which is on the old Roman calendar, Septem is 7, so originally September was the 7th month. So he was born on 7/7. If you come down here, it talks about on Straight Outta Compton, his only solo song was the song called 8 Ball. Now, all right, we know cocaine, but why? His only solo was 8 Ball, 8, and it originally appeared on NWA and the Posse, and that album featured Wright's writing and performing. He performed on 8 songs and helped write 4 songs, half of 8. I mean, come on, it's pretty weird. Eazy-E dies on February 24th, 55th day of the year in 1995. And I talked about 95 and 55 and 59 and 95, whatever. I'm going to move on. And it says, in November 1995, 8 months after Eazy-E's death, his final album, Straight Off the Streets of Motherfucking Compton, was released. Okay, so there's Straight, you had another 8, and then it was 8 months after he died that the album came out. Alright, and here is Tom Brady's wife, Giselle Bundchen. So you can, just wanted to show this so you can see the Brady Bundchen, which is also BB88. So then we have Super Bowl 49, and it is played on February 1st, which is the 32nd day of the year, so 32, Skull and Bones. It's also 88 days after November 5th. Remember the 5th of November. That's the day that Marty McFly goes back in time to 1955. And then, of course, in Back to the Future 2, they go to the future to 2015, which is this year. Also, it will be the New England Patriots' 8th time in the Super Bowl. New England Patriots will be returning for their 8th Super Bowl appearance. I mean, come on. And it says here, the Patriots will join the Dallas Cowboys and Pittsburgh Steelers as one of the 3 teams that collectively share the record for most Super Bowl appearances, as each has appeared in 8 separate Super Bowls to date. Maybe that's why the Dez Bryant catch was overturned, because they couldn't let the Cowboys advance, right? Because, what do you know? It would have been it would probably have been 9. Also, the Cowboys have also won. They went to 8 NFC championships too, so it would have changed it to 9 there. And then if they would have won, it would have been 9 in the Super Bowl. It's all rigged. I mean, they did that on purpose. There's no way they're going to let them have more than 8. At least not this year. Still don't believe me it's rigged. Dez Bryant, born on November 4th, which is 11/4, or 44, which is half of 88. And he was born in 1988. And guess what? His number is 88. Dez Bryant is surrounded by 8s too. Bryant had a troubled upbringing, born to a 14-year-old mother who was arrested for dealing crack and cocaine when he was age 8. He went on to live in 8 different homes while at Lufkin High School. Bryant has 2 sons, Zane 7 and Dez Jr. 4. 7, 4, 11, 8, and 11, 88. And I'm not even going to pull it up, but like I said, the Cowboys have made it to 8 Super Bowls and 8 NFC championship games. Also, it says right here, on August 28th, Dez launched his official brand and apparel line, Throw Up the X, his signature in-zone celebration, which encourages fans to throw up the X on and off the field. Now, go back and watch my videos. I've done a ton of videos on the X, and it's the Antichrist. X is, you give me a break. I can't even believe that. I'm laughing because I just can't even believe it. I'm sorry. I mean, X is time. 88 miles an hour, Back to the Future, tons of other stuff. It's all about, there's a ton of time travel stuff. I mean, I'm rambling, and I'm sorry, I'm going to move on. Also, when I think of the Dallas Cowboys and number 88, I think of Michael Irvin. I just grew up watching football. Michael Irvin, number 88. Look at this. He was the 11th pick in the 1988 draft. So, I mean, Dez Bryant was born in 1988. Where's number 88? Michael Irvin was another famous Dallas Cowboy. Where's number 88? 11th pick in the 88 draft. Come on. 11 and 88 again. And, okay, Irvin is also known as one of the triplets, along with Troy Aikman and Emmitt Smith. Now, right, they were the 3 best players on their They won 3 Super Bowls. Look at this. So, Irvin was number 88. Troy Aikman was number 8. And Emmitt Smith, number 22. Really, I mean, I've talked about 22 multiple times. I mean, it's just crazy. He's born in 66, and Michael Irvin was born in 66 as well. Oh, I forgot one of another Dez Bryant 8 here. And last year, in 2013, he finished the season 93 catches, 13 touchdowns. He ranked 8th in catches, so he had the 8th most catches. I mean, and the play where Dez Bryant's catch was overturned was on 4th and 2 with 4 minutes and 42 seconds left. 4th and 2, 8, 44, 2, 88. Really. The game was on January 11th, or 1/1/1. Tony Romo was the quarterback, born the same day as Queen Elizabeth II, who was 88 years old. And there's 111 days left until the end of the year. This was a leap year, but his birthday falls on the 111th day and 112th, which is even more significant. And 111 just reminded me of this and George Bush and a video I just watched, and he's from Texas. September 11th, 1990 was also the first time that George Bush he talked about the New World Order. It was 11 years before September 11th, 2001. So if you take that date, 9/11/1990, and you add 8,888 days, you get January 15. The same day that the Cowboys lost the game. And on September 11th, there is 111 days left until the end of the year. So you got 111 left till the end of the year. 8,888 days later is January 11th, 111, 2015, the same day that the Cowboys lost. Sues NFL for $88 billion over reversed call. Look at the website even. Look at the channel it's on. It's on channel 8. And you know it's just some joke article that they want to throw in here because this guy, he's in jail in Colorado, and he's suing $88 billion in damages because of the overturned call. But the exact number that he's suing for is $88,987,654,321.88. I mean, come on. I know that's Dez Bryant's number, but 88's have been significant like crazy these last year and a half or so. Or since last year into this year. So, I mean, it's all set up. It's all rigged. But I'm going to leave it at that. And if I find more stuff, I'll post it. Maybe I missed a few things. I type a lot and I'm sloppy. So anyway, have a great night.